let me ask you a question. Are you God's priest? Well, you may say to me, no, I am not a Levite. There are no longer priests in the New Testament era. But remember that Peter told us that we are a holy nation. We are a kingdom of priests. So every one of us is considered by God after we accept Jesus as priests. We no longer need someone to bring us to Jesus. We can go by ourselves to Jesus. And how should a priest live? And here, Leviticus 21, we find some regulations for the conduct of priests, how they should marry. A priest cannot marry any person you find. No, you must choose someone in a very special way. And there were some regulations here for the priests in the Leviticus area. But for us should not be too much different. We need to choose very carefully, because that person will affect our spirituality and the spirituality of our children. That's why it's very important to choose in a right way the person you will marry. And also the children should honor God. That's very important. We can find this in Leviticus 21. Also, the way you dress will honor or dishonor God. So a priest should wear a special clothes, because the priest should resemble God. That's very important. And what's the reason why the priest should be different? And here there is a verse that I consider the main point here of this chapter. It's verse 6. It says, "They shall be holy to their God and not profane the name of their God, for they offer the offerings of the Lord made by fire and the bread of their God," because they offer the offerings of their God. That's very important. Offerings are a very important part of our worship to God. And it was so important in the Old Testament era that offerings were the center of the worship. By the way, offerings were worship. It was impossible to worship God without bringing any offerings. And all the sanctuary was built to have the offerings as the center of all their service, all their its economy. So think about the importance of offerings. Even today, when you go to God's house and you bring your offering, this is a very important moment you will worship the Lord. Remember, we should relate differently. We should dress differently. We should raise our children differently. We should not raise our children or dress or live as the world lives. We are different. We are holy because He is holy. May the Lord bless you and give you, and to give me also, holiness for us to live today. And finally, to meet the one who is holy, Jesus Christ. God bless you.